In today's video, I would like to test out a new AI tool called Langua, and we'll answer the question, can you really learn English with AI? So many AI tools have appeared, including famous ones like ChatGPT, but how does AI actually work when it comes to languages? Let's find out now, trying out this platform called Langua, which is related to the marketplace where you can book English classes with English tutors, and that one is called Langua Talk. So this is what the platform looks like when you sign up. So you have communicate with AI, you can listen to a podcast, you can also practice the new words that you have learned. So you can see everything along here, the side, when you want to practice different parts. It's kind of like a hub, right? A center for you to practice your English or any other language you might want to learn. The main feature is this communicate with AI. So this is where you talk to an AI avatar. And the good thing about this is you can practice your speaking and your listening because the avatar speaks out loud and you speak what you want to speak. So let's test it out now. So the thing that I would probably recommend the most is to do a role play. Okay, then you could have practice a real situation that maybe you need to do in your language that you're learning. So let's start practice living in a new country, maybe at a gym, considering joining. Okay, that's a good way to practice your English or any other language. So here's the platform here, and we'll have the AI talking to us now in a minute.
Hello, welcome to our gym. How can I help you today?
So here's the AI avatar. It says, hello, welcome to our gym. How can I help you today? So all you need to do is press record. I would like to join the gym. So this section here checks why you made a mistake. And this is the AI responding here. And you can listen to the AI too.
Great. How often do you plan to use our facilities? And what types of activities are you interested in? Great.
I urge you to test it out for yourself. It's really clear. So what type of activities are you interested in? One thing you can do is press this options button and say auto send. So as soon as you finish sending your message, then it automatically sends to the platform. So let's practice now with, I'll purposely make a mistake and we can show how the AI will help us correct our mistakes.
Could you tell me which specific activities or workouts you're interested in? For example, swimming, weightlifting, yoga, etc.
I am interested on yoga. So it correctly corrected my English, and you can get an explanation here to see more about the issue. Maybe it's a verb tense, maybe it's preposition in this case. And I said my language was Spanish for this video, so I get an explanation in Spanish. Okay, so you can just keep on practicing, keep on talking here, and it's good for practicing. Remember to speak clearly, okay? That's the case when you're talking to a human or an AI, right? But try to pronounce as best you can. So the other features here, communicate. This is the one with the AI that we're just practicing now. We also have the podcasts, okay? So the podcast is basically a section of curated English podcasts. So these are famous English teachers and podcasts. And what you can do is click on any one you want. The AI generates a text so you can read along and listen at the same time. So it's very good practice, right? To improve your listening and your vocabulary and your reading all at the same time. And when you get a word that you don't understand, so you just need to click this generate transcript. And if there's a word that, for example, you don't understand, maybe you don't understand this word collapse, and you get a translation and you can add it to your workbook here to practice later. Just press this button here. So the video section here is quite similar, except you have a video. This one, there's a bit more variety in the content. So you can pick a topic that you like. Okay, maybe you like something about Australia. So you get videos now about Australia, about Melbourne here. And basically you get a video from YouTube or any other platform, and the AI again generates the text for you to practice, and you can read along and save the words that you don't understand. So it's just a bit like using media to help you learn languages, which is a great way to practice your language anyway, and then saving the words that are new to you. So after you've practiced a lot, you go here to build my vocab and go to the flashcards, and then they create exercises based on the words that you didn't know. Okay, so that's good for trying to remember the words, and you can choose different types of words. You can practice producing the words, you can practice listening to the words and just trying to translate them back again. So if you do need any more information about Langua, you can check out my blog post. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can learn more about why you can trust my reviews. You can also learn about how it works. So if you have any questions about how it works, so I've included some screenshots there to help you learn how it works. And basically, if you want to know about the pricing, then I've broken it all down here for you, and the pros and cons. So some of the pros and cons, let's go through that now. So it's cheaper than booking classes with a teacher. These type of tools, they're never going to replace an English teacher completely, but you can practice this as part of your toolkit. So you have different tools that you can use. You can use Duolingo for practicing your vocabulary, but it's not very good for speaking, is it? So it doesn't mean that you just use one tool when you're learning a language. You should use many tools and test yourselves in many different situations. So this is just one tool that you can use to help practice a little bit of your speaking and your listening at a slower pace. But you will need to practice with a person, because people work in much more complicated ways than you may practice in this with this tool called Langua. So basically, when you practice with a person, there's always going to be something that you don't have context, right? That happens in the real world, right? Someone just thinks about something completely different, and you need practice with that as well to build up that skill of trying to understand something that maybe there's not many clues in the context. So another thing that I like about this tool is that the user interface is really easy. So I showed you how to use it there. On the left side of the panel, you can just click between the different sections, and it's super easy to use. Another thing that I like is the pronunciation of the AI avatars is very clear. So, if you're practicing, there's nothing too difficult about the pronunciation. It's easy to understand. So, and the tool could understand my speech perfectly. That's good, because I'm from Ireland and maybe my English is a little bit different to other people's English, but it could understand everything I said perfectly. And some of the downsides about it can be slow sometimes to get an answer. Okay, so sometimes it has to research a lot and then try to write, a few sentences. Sometimes the answers can be 10, 20, 30 sentences long. And the other thing I didn't like about it was these longer answers weren't very well formatted, so it was difficult to read through all of the answer. Another thing that I didn't really like is I tried, if you practice, if you're not very good at speaking, you still might have difficulty getting the tool to understand you. And well, I mean, this is the case with the human teacher as well. If you have really, really bad pronunciation, it can be difficult to understand, but the AI tool has a similar problem. Okay, so that's my review of Langua. For me, it is definitely worth it. It's definitely part of my toolkit, and I'm looking forward to using it more and more to practice my Spanish. And yeah, if you're really serious about learning a language, I would use this tool. Maybe try and practice this 3, 4, 5 times a week, and then also book one class with a personal teacher to help you, really make that extra progress, and try to get your teacher to really test you, speaking faster and using more slang and other things that maybe is more difficult to practice with a tool like this. So I hope you enjoy using the tool. I'll leave a link in the description below and check it out. Thanks for watching.